you said it earlier that, this is the first president to essentially ever sign a document of surrender
That's exactly what it is.
to a foreign enemy in our 250th year, which is just a gut punch. But I wonder, what does this do to the men and women who are serving right now and who are stationed over there, who are on ships, outside the strait, who know people who've sacrificed everything, who are stationed at those bases that are destroyed, like you were. Yeah. What is this? What it must hit different than it does for a guy like me.
I can speak for myself and a couple of people I've talked to. You question why. You question the why. And what I mean is, no matter how hard a situation can become, the American military is the most resilient force in the world. We will go through hell if we know that it's protecting our country, if we know the reason why. And here's the thing, through Republican presidents, Democrat presidents, heck, I go all the way back to the founding of Federalists, Whigs, whatever. No one ever questioned if the commander-in-chief honestly believed that these moves were the best for the United States. May have had different ways to go about it, may have had different people, but you never questioned. The methodology would be different based on the person. For the first time, I know that I get text, emails sent in who are basically saying, we're just doing this for Trump's beachfront property, or we're doing this because they want to make deals here. They want to make more money here. I've never heard that kind of language before, where people are directly saying that the action that the military is taking is making and enriching the commander-in-chief. That is new. That is new. And heaven help you if you ask them to go through and do extraordinary things like the Gerald R. Ford had to on their 320-something day deployment. And you sit and you look up and you're like, why? And then you see that MOU that's being signed and you're like, what just happened? We just gave them everything they wanted in their little 14-point deal. So you feel like the sacrifice was unworthy of what you thought was happening. You deploy, especially in the Navy, you deploy so you don't have to have Americans suffer at home. Number one reason the naval service goes out. So we don't have to fight battles and wars in the United States. We do it overseas. So you as the American citizen doesn't have to suffer. But when you're getting emails on deployment from your family talking about gas is $4, $5, or $6, $7 in California, when you're getting emails from your family that are telling you it's hard to go buy groceries, that, hey, we're going to have to use WIC or whatever other supplements to make ends meet because you're an E3 with a wife and a child. When you hear these things and you can't do a goddamn thing about it because you're thousands of miles away, sweating in 120-degree heat, dealing with drones coming at you, sitting there dealing with, unidentified craft coming at you, and you sit there and you hear that the president doesn't care about inflation. The president's like, hey, some people may die. That's just the way it is. When he's talking about you as a military member, it hits different. It hits different. And you expect people, and they expect you to be happy to see them when you pull in. And the first thing you see is Hegseth sitting on the pier after being gone for 320 days, sleeping on the floor, can't take a crap in your own ship. And your berthing where you live and, for years is bombed out and depleted. Get out of here. I'm just giving you the reality. There are going to be some bitter cats for it. And you're going to sit there and say, why do we even listen to this person?